Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy. Today we're taking a look at Transformers Beast Wars 10th Anniversary Tarantulus. This is a really cool looking figure, really nice paint deco. We've got a couple little extras to show you during the course of the video. Let's take a look at this tarantula. You know, interestingly, this is one of the few Transformers that is pretty much life-sized. And man, if there was spiders this big where I lived, I would not live there anymore. Sorry, all you spider fans. Sorry, all you spider aficionados. You can see he's got some nice claws, some fangs. He's got all the eyes. He's got... Is that a nose? Huh. And typical to most tarantulas, you've got those yellow squiggles across the abdomen. You've got a... What? Predacon symbol? Beast symbol? Insect symbol? I don't know. Somebody tell me downstairs. Will you comment downstairs? And you've got his spider web coming out of his little spinneret at the back. You've got his projectile weapon back here. And all these little lovely legs. On the bottom, actually not too much kibble. It's pretty clean on the bottom. If you don't know what you're looking for as far as the robot's concerned, this doesn't look like any robot parts on the bottom. So I kind of like that. Let's make sure this stays tabbed in. There are some little tabs underneath that the legs clip into, so I want to kind of keep those intact till we're done with the transformation. So that's the Transformer. Let's give him a... Alright, he launched his weapon without me wanting to. Someone comment down below, who does this look like? What figure, what character on Go Teen Titans Go does this look like? Hey everybody, let's dance! Anybody who can get that is a champ. Comment downstairs. So we'll put that off to the side for now. Let's plug that back in. It is keyed, so it only goes in one way. You cannot put it in both ways. Come on now. So clip that back in. And we're just going to set him down for a moment and show you some extras. Shall we? Some extras. Here's some extras. This is the DVD that comes along with this figure, the 10th anniversary release. It has includes one episode of Spider's Game. From the Beast Wars, and so that's pretty cool. That was nice to include that. And I've also got the manual here, and I'm just going to show this off really quickly in case anybody wants to have seen the actual manual. Maybe take a screenshot and print it off if you wanted to, whatever you want to do there. And as you can see, 5-stepper, so pretty easy to transform. So let's get into the transformation. Let's do this. Let's go. So we're going to start with the legs at the back. Actually, we're going to start with launching this boomerang thing into this. Ah, he messed up my stacks on stacks on stacks. Tried to pull out a stack. Huh? Thief? We're going to start with the legs. So this has already come loose again from that peg. That's okay. So you're just going to pull out the legs and extend them. So you swing them out, extend them forward, and we'll do the other side in a second. And then you come to the foot here, and it's just a clam foot. So you just open up the clamshell, straighten it out, and that's one foot. Same side, easy ride, or other side, easy ride. I'm trying to get a saying going because Emgo's got the best one ever with second verse, same as the first. Shout out Emgo, what's up, brother? It's your boy. And just get that out of the way. So that's pretty much the legs and feet done. Now, as I pointed out earlier, there are some pegs that go into the top, those little green pegs in there that go into the top of the legs. So you're just going to unpeg those and swing them out of the way. And there's these kind of double joints right there that swing out. So you want those all the way in the out position. I think that's supposed to be turned around, but anyway. So we're going to bring these arms down just like this, to the down position, and then we're going to turn these fangs 180 degrees so that he's got some hand action ready to go. And then pretty much lastly, we're going to swing this portion down over his torso, and it's just going to, these pegs are just going to slide in right there to those holes. So let's do that. Bling. And that'll move the arms again, but that's okay. And that is pretty much him. Then you've got the head there, which I believe was supposed to be turned around. Maybe not, but it's in the right position now. He's got that cool kind of Scorpion Sub-Zero look, which is dope. And then you pull out this weapon. His weapon is in the back. He's got a little handle right there to grab. This little nub. And we'll put that off to the side because, of course, you can take this little spinneret thing and will he stand for me? Stacks on stacks on stacks. Duty! And then you put this into his weapon. Again, it's keyed, so it only goes in the one way. And then you can take it and just plug it in with, again, this little nubsies. And then you can use the launcher part on this side. There's two launchers, which is kind of cool. There's a launcher trigger here, and there's a launcher trigger there. So watch where you grab it. And then you can just pop this into his clawed hand. So let's give him his weapon. There you go. And there is Tarantulus in his robot form. What's up, Tarantulus? I'm just chilling with the stacks on stacks. Hanging out in the channel of fourth to backs. That's pretty good. I might have to stick with that. And we're going to need a size comparison. You know what? Hold on. Pause. We're going to do the size comparison after the fact. We're going to go back to Tarantula and do the size comparison. So first, let's take a look. I'll let go of this. Launch that. And let's take a look at him in robot form. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Let's do it. So you can see now he's got tummy eyes and serious. This guy puts in work on chest day. He's got a jacked chest. And again, I think one of the cool things is that this figure is very close to a real life sized tarantula. So I think that's neat. The robot form looks good. He stands well. The figure itself looks good. These tarantula legs don't look too crazy on the outside of them, which is nice. Stacks on stacks on stacks. Duty. Put that over there with him as well. So it looks kind of cool. So this is the back and forth channel. Everybody, let's go from forth to back. So just like we did to get here, we're going to unclip this torso and bring the whole assembly up and over his head. Like that. I just kind of slid that head forward. I don't know if you've seen that, so that it would clear that little hole. And then actually there is a peg right here that it clips into, so just like that. And then we're going to push his head. I think it does flip around. I think it's supposed to flip around so that you don't see his head in tarantula mode. I may be wrong, but we're going to do it that way anyway. And then it says the guy that has the manual right beside me. So let's flip these arms back down. Leave them out like that. Let's also flip these fangs 180 degrees, because I remember we did that as well. So give those a twisteroos. And then come down to the... Actually, you know what? I want to move these out of the way, just for full clearance to get these legs in there nicely. I'm going to close up these clamshell feet. Clamshell feet. And then we're going to swing these legs just up into the abdomen recessed area. You can have these however you want. I like to tuck them up like that. That's just how I get down. This spinneret is all up in my grizzle. And then do the same on the other side. Second side, easy ride. And flip this feet up like that. And then we can come back down. You know what? While we're at it, let's pop his weapon into his back, and it just slides into place. Now, as for these arms, we're going to start to... You want these fangs pointing forward, so you want to bring them to the forward position and then fold them in. Fold the arms in like this. And then line up one of those pegs to... Line up the pegs to the legs. Line up the pegs to the legs. Swing this double hinge in again. Make sure his fangs are ready. And his leg should peg in like so. Then you can kind of get his fangs lined up. And then when you get him onto the ground, let's stick this in his bum. Splorch. Scott Splorch. You know, I don't know if you noticed that. I noticed that on the Black Arachnia figure that I did. If you turn these legs kind of down, like this, and then put him down, it looks like he lays down on his own. Cool. Of course, he's not going to do it now. But normally under the weight, he just kind of slowly extends his legs like that. It is gross. Okay, so now we are ready for size comparison, size comparison, size comparison. Blam! There is the size comparison. Oink. Here's your size comparison. It is a Minecraft spider guy. Spider guy, spider guy. Minecrafty spider guy. Spins a web. Spider guy. Yeah, anyway. So, interestingly, when I was given this to use as the size comparison, I would have put them like this because I thought those were the eyes. Apparently, those are the Minecraft block fangs, and these are all his eyes, which makes sense because spiders don't have two eyes. So there is the size comparison. Folks, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for coming back. Slide that thumb down. Give me a like on the video, please. We are approaching, holy moly, 100 subscribers. I think we're 5 or 6 to 100. Be one of the first 100 subscribers. Subscribe to the channel right now and be one of the first 100 subscribers. There is zero incentive or prizes to do so other than to be able to say, I was one of the first 100. So subscribe to that channel right now so that you're part of the first 100 before we pass 100, and we will, because so many of you awesome people out there are supporting the channel, and I appreciate it so much. Comment downstairs. If you can guess what the next Transformer is, there will be a prize sent out at my expense to that viewer. Absolutely 100%. And I replied to all the comments downstairs. What else? Crush the notification bell so you get notified of the next video before anybody else. Send this and share it with somebody you love. Share it with somebody you don't. Share it with somebody that you know is into Transformers or even just into spiders. Share it. Share the love, will ya? Man, I gotta tell you. If you haven't been told recently, love ya, secret guy, out.